Well, hey, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Influential Entrepreneur Spotlight Series, where I bring to you experts so you can have a better business and a better life. Of course, if you are tuning in on my platform, you know my name is Kim, and I am the author of Write and Grow Rich. And my influential superpower is helping coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs write and publish a book they can use as a marketing tool to grow their business. But on today's spotlight, I am super excited to have here with me two newer friends in business, Michael and Brenda Sanchez, and they are relationship building experts. So their superpower of influence is really helping you create connections, because connection equals currency. And they are fabulously experts at helping you retain customers and generate referrals through this superpower of building relationships, because it is so important. And their business, Life's Real Currency, teaches you how to do just that. So welcome to the show, Michael and Brenda. I'm so glad to have you here and spotlighting you today in the influential entrepreneurs that I know you are.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Kimberly. It's a pleasure being on. Thanks.
So why don't you tell people just a little bit about Life's Real Currency and what you do to help other coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs in flexing their relationship building superpowers?
Awesome. Well, first and foremost is we help them to be consistent in their follow-up. So we've all heard the fortune is in the follow-up. You've talked about contacts are currency, your Rolodex, and there's a lot of people watching this. They're probably like, what the heck is she talking about? All it is your contacts in your phone, your Rolodex. Can create a Rolex in your business.
And there's so many. I've heard a bunch of other expressions popped into my mind, right? Like your network is your net worth. And if you can really foster those relationships and develop know, like, and trust with people on an intimate level, then, it leads to people, if they don't work with you directly, but possibly introducing you to someone else because they trust you enough to take care of the people that they care about, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So you work with people to help them turn their Rolodex or their database or their email list into a profitable list that they can go to and generate new business. So how exactly does that work? What do you take me through a day in the life of you guys working with somebody?
Well, a lot of what we do is just networking, trying to get in front of a lot of people every day. And as we all know, life is about the relationships that you build through life. And you don't get very far unless you're connected to people who can help you along the way, whether it's finance, whether it's networking, just education. There's a lot of things that other people bring to the table for you that help you and make you successful at what you do. And we believe that the real currency in life are relationships.
Yeah. And I always think the relationship doesn't happen at the networking meeting. It starts at the networking meeting, right?
Right.
The real relation happens in the meetings after the meeting. So I love the fact that you guys are focused on helping people with systems that they can use to follow up effectively and really, truly create that fortune in their follow up.
Exactly. Because that's really where the fortune is. And, 90% of businesses, actually, all businesses know they need to follow up, but only 90% of them are doing it effectively because they're not good at the admin tasks. They're good at whatever their talent is, whether they're helping authors and speakers, whether they're a service oriented, like the services industries like heating and air conditioning or plumbing. They are good at their trade. They are not good at the administrative tasks to grow a business. We talked about that when we had our meeting last week.
Yep.
And, we're not taught how to run a business.
I know. And you're right. We shared that together, right? So you guys are helping people on all those admin tasks that they might not be really great at, because again, we didn't learn that in school when we went to finance school, like me, or right, whatever you went to school for. Likewise, we weren't taught the marketing stuff, which I teach people. So I love that you guys teach people with this, like systems and processes are so important. And it's one of the areas I struggle with. So I really, truly appreciate when you come along and can show me that it doesn't have to be so overwhelming, so daunting, and so hard if you can just follow a proven system. So yeah, that's amazing. I love it.
If you put those systems on autopilot, it's even better.
I love it. Autopilot is the way I want to have my systems running, because I don't want to have to think about it. If I think about it, I'm at the mercy of all of the mistakes I end up making. So I would rather have the computer or the smart thing doing all the automation for me, right? So
right.
So if you are watching and you can relate to this, if you can relate to maybe struggling with your follow-up just a little bit, like you don't have to raise your hand out loud, but I'll raise my hand. I know that it's one of my areas that I can definitely use some improvement on. And you know what? If you want to be an influential entrepreneur, influencers become the expert. And if they don't want to become the expert, they hire the expert. So if you struggle with administration, you know that follow-up is really important and should be on your list, then I would encourage you to reach out to Michael and Brenda, because they can help you get that relationship building, that follow-up on track, automated, so you can have a better, stronger, harder, faster business going forward by becoming skilled at the follow-up, because we know the fortune is in the follow-up. So I always leave with this final question. What do you think it makes you an influential entrepreneur? Tell me your influential superpower.
Well, again, it's that we believe that life's real currency is about relationships. You don't get anywhere in life unless you have the right kind of relationships. And when you make those connections, it just makes your business supercharged.
Awesome. Brenda, you got any last words?
It's just like Mike said, it's all about the relationships and systems. So our superpower is putting a system in place for you so that your follow-up is on autopilot. So if you want a follow-up system that's on autopilot for a year, 2 years, 5 years, you definitely need to connect with us.
Oh my gosh, I love that. The influential superpower of systems, and everybody needs that. So thank you, Michael and Brenda, for tuning in and joining me today. I really appreciate it. And until next time, until the next influential entrepreneur spotlight comes your way, stay safe, stay strong, stay positive. Have a great day.